Hey guys, it's JB3 and we are back with another episode of FIFA 19 Career Mode Youth Edition featuring Morecambe FC. In this episode, we will take on Blackpool, who sit currently two spots above relegation. We currently sit in 5th, so hopefully we can pick up another 3 wins, get back to our winning ways after hitting a bit of a skid there. I think we went 4 or 5 games without even scoring a goal. So we dropped a little bit in the standings, but we still sit, at least for now, in the playoff promotion position. So hopefully we can keep on moving on here through February. We'll finish up this episode against Millwall, who sit currently top of the table. So that should be a good game. Hopefully we can reassert our dominance, show that we compete with the better teams. But we'll have to get through Blackpool first and hopefully pick up 3 points against them here at the end of February. So we will get into our first game of the episode here against Blackpool. We'll make only one change to the normal starting lineup. Hughes will come in for Sark on the wing. After playing that game on the weekend, we have to come back here on the Tuesday and play Blackpool. So it's a little bit of a short week, quick turnaround, but luckily we prepared for it. We did make some changes, so most of the team is in good shape. So hopefully we can come in here and play well against Blackpool. But with that being said, we'll get into it. And we'll get this game underway.
Our match for you today is Morecambe against Blackpool. Plenty of space.
Cross goes in, and the big striker sends it in. And we go down early to Blackpool, 1-0. Not a lot of action in this game up until then. But they send it in. He's a monster in the middle. We don't have anyone that can compete against him. He just boxes everybody out. They get it deep into the wing. They send it in, and he absolutely boxes out Billy Hughes, who has no muscle on him. And just he towers over everybody. I mean, I don't know who that is because I don't know anything about Blackpool, but that's going to be a tough matchup here, as we're already down 1-0 against Blackpool. Henry makes the interception, gets it off to Romano. Romano looks to try to get around the defender, can't. He'll lay it in to Park. Park will lay it right back to Romano. Romano off to Moses right in front of the net, and he'll put it home for a goal. And we'll tie this one up here at the end of the first half as Moses puts home the goal against Blackpool with a nice steady pass from Park. Romano and Park with the great build-up. The ticky-tack passing right into the middle to Moses, who sits right in front of the keeper, and he'll bury that every time. The goalkeeper had no chance as the young Nigerian, who turned right wing striker, comes in and blasts it home for a 1-1 here against Blackpool as the Shrimp draw one back here at the end of the first half. Blackpool will make one last build-up. Clayton lays it off to the big striker. He gets around. Sorberg will break it up. Magnuson's there to clear it, and that will do it for us here in the first half. We go in 1-1. Not a lot of offense from either team. A lot of time spent in the midfield, but each team draws a goal, 1-1. So we go into the halftime. We'll have to try and build up a little bit more offense, get a couple more shots in on net, try and challenge the goalkeeper here against Blackpool at the Globe Arena. Adabola will send it long into Romano, who gets behind the defense. They catch up to him. He lays it off to Henry. Henry lays it to Gomez. Gomez right on to Billy Hughes, who sits right in front of the net, but can't get it through. Moses can't get the header, and it will go out for Morecambe FC. Billy Hughes sitting right in front of the net. Couldn't draw his first goal as the Blackpool keeper just got a hand to it and sends it out. Moses couldn't get the rebound for the header. They'll loft it in. They get it into the box. They get the clear. Awazi punches it, doesn't control it, and the big striker heads another one home. Awazi just makes the mistake of trying to punch it, but it keeps happening. Awazi will go for the punch, but instead of punching it clear of everyone, he leaves it right there on the edge of the box for the opponent to pick up, and Blackpool will get a second goal here as Awazi makes another mistake punching it out. Just lofts it up right to him, and he just heads it home easy as it can get right there for Blackpool.
It's a bit of a policy here.
Billy Hughes brings it in. Looks for someone. Can't find anyone. Gets it off to Moses. Moses somehow gets it to Romano. Romano will lay it off to Gomez. Gomez gets it to Adebola. Adebola will look to Ahmed. Ahmed tries to get it to Park. He does, and Park puts it home. Great passing in the box, and Park gets one of his own. Here in the 80th minute, we draw one back and tie the game against Blackpool. What a play, what a build-up. Ahmed with the great pass lays it off to Park, who puts it home against Blackpool. Park sits right in the middle. Ahmed makes a good pass, good through ball, and Park just chips it over the diving keeper to answer back. We tie it up 2-2 here against Blackpool. Final build-ups. LeConte stops Blackpool. Magnuson will carry it up, but they'll blow full time before we can get it anywhere near to score. And we'll tie here against Blackpool 2-2. A good offensive game for both teams. Owazi couldn't punch one deep enough to get it away, and the monster of a man from Blackpool puts in 2 goals and will tie and draw a point against Blackpool. We had 3 shots, 3 on target. Blackpool, in fairness, only had 3 as well. Split possession. Pretty slow game with a couple goals. Pretty slow considering how much scoring was done. But we'll look at the ratings here. Park has an 8.2, Moses an 8.0, Colin Henry a 7.1, Awazi a 6.9, Sorberg a 7.5, Magnuson a 7.5, Lacante an 8.2, Romano an 8.1, Adebola a 7.3, Gomez a 7.6, Billy Hughes 7.6, Ahmed a 7.7. And that'll do it for us here against Blackpool. So we will get into our second game of the episode. It's a big one here against Millwall. They sit second on the table with 60 points, and we sit fifth on the table with 57 points. So if we can win this, could be a big jump for us here in the table. We have a ton of fatigue issues, but even the players on our bench are feeling the fatigue. So we're going to just try and have to put up our best fight with who we have against Millwall. So with that being said, we'll get into this game. And we'll get this game underway. LeConte to Sarek. Sarek can't get past the defense, but he'll find Adebola. Adebola will find Gomez. Gomez finds a streaking Park. Park gets behind the defense. Can he get the shot off? But no, it's blocked and sent over the bar for a corner early in this game against Millwall. Seems like that's what we might have to do. Just try and get on the counter, make a bunch of short passes and control the ball, and try and drag this one out and make it an ugly game. Sorberg tacks along to Romano. Romano sends the through ball, gets it to Henry. Henry, with no pace, loses it, but holds it up past the sliding defender, gets it back onto Romano. Romano will send it in. Sarek's there in the corner. Oh, and misses the header. And another opportunity for Morecambe FC goes wide as Sarek puts a head to it and just sends it wide of the post. Elliott brings it up. Millwall make a big push. They'll send it across. They'll get the cross in. They'll take the volley, and Owazi's there to make a good save before it could get in. And it'll go out for a Millwall corner. Williams in the middle. Gets it onto Seville. Oh, open shot. Owazi's there to make the save. LeConte clears before they could get the rebound. And Owazi makes another great save to keep this 0-0, with LeConte making a good effort to keep it clear. Adebola gets it wide to Romano, and that'll be the final touch of the first half. We'll go in 0-0. Owazi has helped us keep this a 0-0 game. We've had some good offensive chances, but they've made good saves. We'll have to keep trying to keep the pressure on and hopefully steal a point against Millwall here at the Globe Arena. So we'll make 2 changes here at the start of the first half. Barrett will come on for Gomez, and Ahmed will come on for Romano as the fatigue starts to set in for Morecambe FC. Vargas lays it back to Thompson, who gets it back to Vargas, but it'll go wide, and we survive another offensive chance from Millwall. Oh, LeConte tries to send it on to Magnuson. He can't. It's turned over. Thompson gets it in. Vargas, and he slots it home against Awazi. Oh, we tried to make a through ball pass, but it got intercepted and it's turned over, and Millwall finally break through here early in the second half. It's a good through ball. Sorberg tries to get back. Awazi tries to cut down on the angle, but Vargas just slips it past him. And it's a tough one to concede as we were playing pretty well, but we'll have to get on the offense and try and break through and grab one back. Atabola on to Barrett. Barrett pulls back, gets it on to Gomez. Gomez fires the shot, but the keeper is going to be there to make the save. Oh, Awazi from the screamer from the top of the box. He'll send it out for a corner. A laser shot from Millwall, but Awazi again helps us keep this game close. 1-0 against Millwall. Barrett tries to push it along, gets it to Park. Park finds Sarek on the wing. Sarek can't get the shot off. He gets the ball back, gets the shot off. It's settled in front of the hole, but no one's there to try and put in that rebound after it's deflected by the keeper. Jordan Burns comes on for Gomez as he is completely exhausted and out of juice. Hopefully Burns can come on and light a spark for the offense.
It's broken down, and they'll have to try again. Can whip it in now.
Oh, and they'll get the ball in. They get it in deep. They just send a cross, and it goes in. Here in the final minutes, the 90th minute of everything, we had a chance to try and draw one back, but we couldn't get the ball back and get it into our own end. They get the ball deep, they send in the cross, and they send it in. Magnuson tries to head it out, but misses and looks like a duck falling over. And the header goes in past Awazi for a second goal for Millwall, and that'll wrap things up here against Millwall in the Globe Arena. And that'll be the final touch here at the Globe Arena. We go down 2-0 to Millwall. Probably could have maybe tied this one, either 1-1 or maybe a 0-0 draw. But the fatigue sets in. The defense is just run ragged. We let up too many shots, gave them too many opportunities. Maybe in another game where we didn't have to play a game on Tuesday gives us good hope, at least, compared to the earlier game where we lost 5-0 against a top team. This one we did a lot better, shows that we do belong maybe in the playoff hunt, maybe a little lower than that, but we're slotted in right where we should be here against the League One sides as we start to grow. Here at the end of February, we are in a playoff position. We'll just have to keep trying to score and keep trying to play good defense. We get 5 shots off, 4 on target, 55% of the possession, exactly the game plan we wanted to have, but we let up the one goal. The second one, it doesn't really matter. We were really just trying to push as we ran out of time here against Millwall. They get 14 shots off, 8 on target, but Awazi stood tall, had a really good game for us. Romano finishes with a 7.5, Gomez a 7.2, Awazi a 7.5, Sorberg a 7.5, Magnuson a 7.1, LeConte 6.9, Ahmed a 5.9, Atabola a 6.5, Burns a 5.5, Sark a 6.9, Barrett a 6.2, Park a 7.2, Moses a 6.3, Colin Henry 6.1, and that'll do it for us here at the Globe Arena. So we get our first scout back from Bolivia. We have Virgil Carrera, who we will keep an eye on. He's a 6'4 defender with decent potential, but the height is really good. Seems like something we might be able to bring in, add a little bit of height to the back line, might come off the bench. So that could be something we could look for. And Romero he's an 80 overall, probably more of a central defensive midfielder at the 5'11 height, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. And that'll do it for us here in Bolivia. So we have our first report back from Finland. We have some players with some pretty decent potential, but we do have, and I'm going to butcher all these names from Finland, Lehtonen, who has a pretty good overall. We'll have to see how that progresses. 48 to 64 overall. Doesn't have a great evaluation, only at 60,000, but we'll have to keep an eye on this here in our first month in Finland and see how it goes for the next couple months. So we have our first group back in from Germany. We have a couple players that have some pretty decent potential in Oliver Wolf, who has also a 47 to 63 overall, but a low-sided valuation of only 70,000. So we'll have to keep an eye on these players as they progress on in the next couple months, but that'll do it for us here in the first month here in Germany. So we'll take a look at the youth academy here. We have Kolobali, who we just keep hanging on to. I think we might just bring him in at some point just to try and send him out. Maybe try and grab a few $100,000 just to add to our transfer budget. We have Oliveira, who has a really high evaluation, but not great potential, but we'll keep an eye on him. We do have a lot of central defensive midfielders. Again, another one of those players that maybe we could sell on. Victor Magnussen, who has high potential of 82 to 88. And we have Victor Dubois. I don't know why I keep making him French, but overall of 60 and an 82 to 92 potential. I think I'm actually going to bring him in to the team. I think he's a little bit better than Kwasim. So maybe we can sell on either Green or Kwasim and shore up our defensive midfielder when Adebola has to go out. Or maybe I'll leave him in there. I think I'm going to leave him here until we need him. But the next time Adebola needs a break, we'll bring in Dubois here. We have Mathis Verstad, 75 to 91 potential. Joel Richardson, 78 to 84 potential. Sane Mercier, 73 to 89 potential. Elliot Watson, 76 to 90 potential. Liam Mason, 74 to 92 potential. Toby Mitchell, right back, 74 to 80 potential, and Atrampong, who is a 79 to 89 potential. So that'll do it for us here in this episode. We will finish up here. We'll start March, and the next episode we will have Shrewsbury, and then we will move on to Fleetwood Town. So we come down to the latter part of the season. We currently sit in a playoff position, so we'll have to keep trying to fight, keep trying to get that offense going, back in form for the end of the season, so hopefully we can make a push to the championship. But guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoy the series and enjoy the episode, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can always find out when the next episodes are coming out. And then make sure you leave down any comments. If you think maybe we should bring some of the players in from the Youth Academy, give them a run out before the end of the season. Let me know what you think. And until next time, guys, have a good one.